Today we are back in the western suburbs of Chicago for another property home tour. And again, we're back in West Aurora, which is the second largest city in Illinois and the largest western suburb of Chicago. If you watched the last video, which I'll put a link to that in the description below, we toured a ranch in this same neighborhood. Now we're going to tour the two-story version that is popular in this neighborhood and in this kind of northeast corner of Illinois and Orchard, if you're familiar with that side of the West of Aurora. So one of my favorite parts of West Aurora is right here because you have really close access to the highway. You can get to downtown Aurora quick, which can get you, on the train and into downtown Chicago very quickly if you need to commute down there for work, or if you're just, going to the Cubs game, whatever you want to do. It's very quick and easy train access. Plus the Orchard Road access gets you on the highway quick. You can go east towards the city. You can go west towards DeKalb. You can take Orchard south and go towards Yorkville, Oswego area. All very easy. Everything you need from dining to shopping, hardware stores, everything you need right here on the west side of Aurora. The last house we toured and we talked about, it was in kind of the mid 200 range. This one is a little bit above 3, not by a ton, but these two stories, especially this one, having a couple differences versus other models that are in the area, does hit above 300, but still very affordable housing in the western suburbs of Chicago, quality housing plus, really good location. So let's go ahead and start the tour as we take a look. Again, just like the last one, dead end street. All of these houses here in this neighborhood are going to have some sort of dead end street. There's about like 10 or 12 dead end streets that just cul-de-sac back. So you don't have a lot of traffic. Pretty much anyone who is living in this area are the ones that are coming down this street. This one, you are more behind, if you're familiar with Aurora and the west side, you're more behind kind of where the Factor building in it. It used to be Lowe's, now it's where the Factor 75 processing plant is for all their food manufacturers and pre-prepped meals. Directly across the road on Orchard, there is Orchard Valley Golf Course to kind of pinpoint your exact location. So this house has been recently redone. You got the garage door that's black. You got nice white trim throughout, the black mulch, which adds a nice touch. So again, this is gonna be a two-story. It is still a slab. Like I mentioned in the last video, when we toured the ranch, a good portion of the houses in this area are on slabs, just in this little northeast corner of Orchard in Illinois. Now this house, because it's a two-story, it's gonna be much larger than that ranch that we toured. It's gonna have about the same kind of land footprint, if you will, but because it's a two-story, you'll get like this, the larger living room area. Really great floors. I love these floors. Love the look of them. They just add like this really nice, just clean vibe to the house. So this is actually a pretty large living room. You probably got, I don't know, 16 by 10, 16 by 12 here for the living room. So you got plenty of room here for the couches. You can go TV on this wall here, potential TV on that wall there, depending on how you want to set it up. But there's a lot of space and a lot of room for what you want to do. And there's even another like family dining room area that you can use as kind of your everyday living space. That's going to be around the corner. That's one thing that's a little different on this model home versus other model homes that I've seen, is that there's kind of two living room areas. There's actually a second full bathroom. So not all of the two stories in this pocket, at least, every builder kind of builds different models, will have a second full bathroom upstairs. A lot of them are like a one bath, upstairs, a half bath downstairs. But this one actually has 2 full bathrooms upstairs and a half bathroom here on the main level, which we'll look at in a minute. Now, it doesn't have a basement, but they're utilized underneath the stairs really well for some extra storage. You could hang coats there. You could slide the Christmas decorations to the back there. And then when you open this door here to the garage, again, a 1-car garage, similar to the last one. There are some models in this area and in these subdivisions that have 2-car garages. The two-car garages, you might lose a little bit of space on the actual house size, but there are some of those that have the two-car garages. So you can easily get, the one car in here, have some extra storage up front. There is a pull-down stair right there where you could pull that down and get some storage up there, add some extra plywood. So you can utilize the space really well for not having a basement and still get plenty of extra storage. Here's that half bath on the main level that I talked about. Very clean, matte black finishes everywhere. A nice contrast between like the matte black finishes and the white cabinets and the light floors. It makes those matte black finishes really pop and really stand out. So kitchen area here, fridge, oven. This one does have a dishwasher, large farmhouse sink with some really nice countertops. Oh, they got the gold in these ones. These countertops, the little gold inlay, I love that look. That really just pops. You could get some probably like little extra lighting underneath all the cabinets and just have like a really cool vibe that pops at night with that gold inlay coming out of the cabinets. This is your furnace room, water heater, also where your water or your washer and dryer would go. Washer dryer would kind of go here in this corner. There's the water hookup, there's the gas hookup, there's the vent for the dryer. So convenient location right off the kitchen. It is nice, you can shut the door while the washer dryer is running and cut down on that sound. And it's away, right, from where you're living. So if you're back here in your living room or you're up front in the family room, the washer dryer is not right up against you as you're hearing all that sound. And you do have space here too for a pretty good sized table. So you could go circle table, maybe like a little 6x6 square table, really good sized space there. And here's that second living room. So again, you got the family room up front, you got the living room here where you could put another TV if you want, or kids playroom, or just kind of if you needed a bigger dining room table, you could go bigger dining room table in this room as well. But this is probably best set up for like a living room, kind of playroom, family type room area, because then, if you got kids running out back to play, you kind of have an eye on everything all from right here. Let the dog in and out, whatever you want to do. But a fenced in yard here in the back. If we can get it unlocked there. There we go. Fenced in yard here in the back. Almost fully fenced in. So you got it coming along this way here, coming along that way. So you just have to add like a little, 8-foot section right there to get it fully fenced in. But good size yard. You have this nice patio here that you can put your patio furniture on, grill, extend it if you want to. A lot of sitting space. So unlike in the last video, this backyard is facing south. So we're going to get a little more sun throughout the day. And it's going to be a little bit warmer, more early on. With no trees blocking the shade, so you get a lot of good sun. So potential adding an awning out here or something could be, a value add, or a pergola just to cut down on some of the sun and get you some shade out there and make sitting out there just a little more enjoyable. Although in Chicago and the western suburbs, anytime you can get outside, it's enjoyable. So as we come back through here with the living room, we'll head upstairs. Upstairs, again, you do have those 2 full bathrooms. So not every house, a lot of the houses here will either have 1 full bath or 1 full bath and 1 half bath, but this model actually has 2 full bathrooms and then 1 half bathroom on the main level. So new carpet, fresh paint, again, the matte black hardware accents everywhere. We're gonna actually start in the master, which is right here. It's a large master bedroom. You get a king size bed there if you want, or a king size bed there. I mean, there's plenty of room in this. It's a pretty good sized bathroom. Isn't her closets. And then here's that full bath, right, off the master. So it's a private ensuite, matte black finishes throughout, tub surround, tub shower, sink, toilet. Really nice tile, kind of similar style, similar colored patterns throughout the house. Other models that I've seen in this area that are two-story like this, they'll have the master bathroom where you can access it through the master bedroom, but then there's a door to the hall, and you kind of have to share the bathroom with, you know, the other two bedrooms that are up there. So that's how they work that one full bathroom. You can still get it from your bedroom as the owner in the primary suite, but it's not private. It's shared with, you know, either the guest rooms or, you know, the kid room, whatever you have going on. So this model having its own private ensuite bathroom is really nice. And then we'll go check out the hall bath, right? The guest bathroom, second full bath. The matte black hardware finishes all the way throughout. Same tile. The color, the patterns, everything flows naturally together in this house, and it all has a really cohesive, nice color pattern with the grays and the whites and a little bit of tan in the floor, a little bit of gold, you know, like we talked about in that countertops, but it all flows together well and is really visually appealing. Hall closet, or I should say a clothes closet there in the second room. Good sized room. I mean, you could probably still get a king bed in this room. Might be a little tight. Wouldn't be as comfortable as, you know, in the master bedroom to get a king in there. But you could still get a king in here. Probably more comfortable with a queen, but a good sized bedroom all around. And then we'll whip here into the third one. This one, king, probably wouldn't fit. Queen for sure. If you got a king, it'd have to go this way, but you'd really cut off your walking space along this wall, and things would get kind of tight. But it could be done. And then you got the closet there. So that's the house tour. Again, you can kind of see over there, that's a little bit of what I'm talking about. I don't know if you can see it in the video much, but the tall buildings back there is right where the Factor 75 facility is. Office, well, it used to be Office Max is over there. Vaughn Center is, right on the other side of those trees over there. So you're really close to the Park District. You're really close to, again, getting on the highway and all that. So this house, again, getting a little bit over $300,000 because of, one, the finishes, two, the two full bathrooms that are here that not all models have. And then three, just the location, size of the yard's really good size. So a great home. Thanks for following along and watching another property home tour in the western suburbs of Chicago. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe as we continue to do property tours throughout the western suburbs of Chicago, talk to business owners throughout the suburbs of Chicago, either whether they're involved in real estate or just business and things in general that you ought to know. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and continue following along for some more property tours and some more conversations with business owners. Thanks for watching.